The next few days felt like a dream he couldn't wake up from. Emily seemed normal during the day, smiling, helping me bake cookies, playing with her toys, but the moment Asun began tea set, her entire mood changed. Her laughter faded, her eyes grew distant, and every night, without fail, I'd hear the same humming. At first, I tried to ignore it. I told myself it was just trauma, or maybe my own fear playing tricks on me. But then little things began to happen that I couldn't explain. Doors creaking open on their own, her toys arranged in strange patterns when I knew I hadn't touched them. The scent of dampers inside the house like something from the woods had followed her home. One morning, as she was doing laundry, I noticed something at about the blue dress Emily had been wearing the night she returned. He hadn't walked it yet, afraid to lose any trace that might help the police identify where she'd been. But now, when he picked it up, he saw something stitched into the inside of the collar, a small piece of fabric with faded letters. It read, "Property of Maplewood Foster Home." My heart dropped. The place had burned down years ago around the same time Emily vanished. He remembered reading about it in the papers. A tragic fire, several children had died, and the home was never rebuilt. So why was my daughter wearing a dress from Sir? He felt a chill crawl up my spine. That night, after putting Emily to bed, he sat at the kitchen table and he pulled out my old laptop. He searched everything he could find about Maplewood Foster Home. News articles, old reports, photos, anything. One picture caught my eye, a group of children lined up in front of the building, smiling at the camera. And sir, in the second row, stood a little girl who looked exactly like Emily. Same curls, same dimples, same scar on her chin. But the date under the photo site ke 1997. It was more than 20 years ago. My hands shook as I zoomed in on the photo. It couldn't be her, it just couldn't. But the resemblance was undeniable. I clicked on the article attached to the image. It said the fire had been caused by faulty wiring, but locals claim it was something else. Whispers of a woman who worked Sir, a caretaker who practiced strange rituals, who called herself Mother of the Lost. She had disappeared the night of the fire. The article ended with a single haunting line. Some say she still wanders the woods, looking for her lost children. I closed the laptop, my heart racing. Mother of the Lost. The words echoed in my head like a curse. Was that the lady in the woods Emily had been talking about? The next morning, I decided to test something. While Emily was outside drawing with chalk on the porch, he asked casually, "Sweetheart, what was the nice lady's name?" She didn't look up. She just kept drawing a house, a big one, with smoke coming from the chimney. "Her name's Mother," she sighed softly. "Mother," he repeated, "like a nickname? She takes care of kids who don't have mommies." Emily sighed. She sighed she found me when he was cold and alone. She sighed you forgot me. My throat tightened. "That's not true, honey. I never forgot you." Emily's chalk stopped moving. She turned to look at me, her eyes strangely calm. She sighed you weren't supposed to find me again. Before he could reply, a gust of wind blew across the porch, scattering her drawings. Emily frowned. She's angry now. "Who, Mother?" That night, he double-locked every door and the window. He sat on the couch with a blanket around me, listening for any sign of movement. Around midnight, he must have dozed off because he woke to the sound of whispers. Soft, distant whispers. They came from the hallway. He crept toward Emily's room, my heart hammering. The door was slightly open, and he could see her sitting up in bed, talking softly to the corner again. He pushed the door open just enough to listen. "She doesn't understand," Emily was saying, "but I love her. I really do." A pause. Then a voice replied. It was faint, raspy, and low. "You were never hers, my sweet one. Come home." The air grew colder. I could see my breath. He burst into the room, flicking on the light. "Who's Sir?" The corner was empty. Emily turned to me, her eyes wide, not scared, but sad. "You shouldn't have done that," she whispered. "Done what?" Made her angry. I walked to her, pulling her into my arms. "There's no more one here, Emily. You're safe. I promise." But as he held her, he noticed something strange. Her hair, once warm brown, now looked slightly darker, almost black under the light. And when she looked up at me, her eyes, my daughter's soft hazel eyes, were now a deep, unfamiliar shade of gray. That night, as I lay in bed, tears streaming down my face, I realized something terrifying. The girl sleeping down the hall might look like Emily, but she wasn't her.